What an old age awaits Aquarius. Astrologers say that Aquarians are very contradictory natures. It is quite difficult to understand them. They seem to live in a world of their own, unlike the world around them, and they often have their heads in the clouds. By old age, this behavior only increases. General characteristics of the sign. Representatives of this zodiac sign have a bright personality. They may be different from each other and even look and behave completely differently on different days. But some character traits always remain the same. They are very talented individuals. They seem to have established a connection with space, from where they draw inspiration and knowledge about the future, thanks to which they often have their own ideas ahead of the time in which they live. They are sociable and able to make friends with people from all walks of life. At the same time, they remain withdrawn and do not show deep feelings, even when they love, because they consider it a weakness. They value their own freedom and independence. They do not tolerate restrictions and instructions on what to do and how to do it, even from their superiors. They are stubborn. It is almost impossible to convince them of anything. They are characterized by non-standard thinking. They are extravagant. They like to attract public attention to their own person. They are responsible, although they cannot finish the job. They adapt easily and quickly to new conditions. But they also have mood swings and a tendency to extremes. One day, they can look like they're on the cover of a magazine and make grand plans to conquer the world, and the next they'll turn out to be depressed sluts who don't want to leave the house. And it's all the same person. Career. Aquarians turn out to be individualists. These are not team players or office workers. To adhere to discipline, general rules, strict norms, and restrictions. To take into account the opinions and wishes of others, they are basically unable and do not understand why to do this. Nature has endowed them with many talents, so they are best shown in creative professions, where they can express their own individuality and experiment on their own image. Their ideal place of work is a theatre, stage, cinema, music, dance, art studio, modeling or design agency. Health that Aquarians don't like to get sick. They are not able to withstand a full course of treatment. They will not be able to adhere to clear recommendations, diets, even for the sake of well-being. These are the most difficult hospital patients who have to be run after and persuaded to stay in bed for at least another day. In such people, the cardiovascular system, as well as the legs and stomach, suffer more often. The latter is particularly susceptible to diseases due to the unstable and changeable lifestyle of Aquarians. After all, they rush from one extreme to the other. Then they sit on a trendy diet, limiting themselves in nutrition. Then they pounce on food, adhering to freedom-loving views and not denying themselves anything. Love. Such funny and sociable people are constantly surrounded by a lot of people. They love to flirt, attract attention, socialize, and have fun. But in their youth, they often restrain their impulses, fearing the condemnation of society for any actions. And it is also difficult for them to build relationships because of the fear of daily household responsibilities. The appearance of a family in one's life is often associated with death in the truest sense of the word. Belonging to one person for the rest of your life seems like an unbearable ordeal for Aquarius. Therefore, having a lot of novels, they rarely bring them to their logical conclusion. Old age. Representatives of this zodiac sign are very sensitive to their appearance, appreciate youth, and are afraid of old age. Therefore, the older they get, the more extravagant they behave. Their behavior and actions are often assessed by others as inadequate and age-defying. Gradually, they are no longer interested in the opinions of others about their own personality, and they allow themselves, what they were afraid of in their youth. They try their best to keep themselves in good shape, look young and bright,